bringing a child in this world right now is yeah, we live direct now. Bringing a child in this world right now is kind of it's kind of serious, man. And you definitely
Time like
yeah,
this.
you definitely got to move. You definitely got to move accordingly.
Facts.
Where exactly you at, man? Where you calling from?
Right now, I'm upstate. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, but right now I'm upstate in the 845. Shout out to Poughkeepsie. I'm in Poughkeepsie right now.
All right, say that, say that. So are you in tune to what's going on down here in New York, man, with this whole with this political climate and this unrest in the streets?
Yeah, super in tune. Super in tune. I got family all over, so yeah, I'm all the way in tune. And I frequent out there. I go back and forth, so I'm only 45 minutes away.
All right, that's what's up, man. So before we go into the music, we could just jump in there real quick, man. If I could just, if you don't mind, giving me your opinion on that whole situation and what's going on out here in the streets from your perspective.
When it comes directly to corrupt the virus or the protests, all in all.
Well, we could speak all in all.
All in all, my views. I try. It's good that I'm in front of a platform right now, but I try to not delve off into it because of my me being an artist, and some people shy away from that on the business aspect. But I'm most definitely going to give you all right now because I need to speak my mind. When it comes down to that, bro, I feel that we got enough people on the front line, but we're being taught wrong. We're being taught wrong. We're being sent out there to protest, and we're not being sent out there correctly. We're not being told that when you go out there to go protest, you might not make it back to your family.
Facts.
They just people just going out there to protest. I'm not saying don't protest. What I'm saying is be prepared. Don't cry out when police get scared because you got a mask on your face and you want to bust your ass. I mean, excuse my language. You want to do something wrong. It's a tense situation right now. So to be out there doing that and not being able to protect yourself, most of them is felons like me can't even properly carry a firearm. And then going against somebody that's supposed to carry a firearm. It's like we're being taught wrong on top of the physical, on top of the mental. And they tell everybody vote. When it comes down to the vote, I said this on my live. When it all goes down, us going out there to vote, and we don't know who to fucking vote for. Why the hell is these people with platforms keep on telling vote? You don't even know who to vote for. The people that's telling people to go vote, they don't even know who to vote for. So if you don't pay attention, that all we doing is basically going in this circle, this revolving door. When it comes to time for election, and how they sway, they want us because they know we the majority votes or whatever. It's the same thing, and it's repetitious, and it's funny that people can't see that and not know that we need a different method. We need a different strategy. Like is to keep on going the same way. People think it's the protesting and stuff that's getting results, and all actuality is not. That has partial. I've given them partial credit, but it's the violence behind it, and I'm not promoting the violence, but it's the violence that happened in our history and our past that caused for laws to be enacted and changed and stuff. It's the violent deaths that's being spread across. You know what I'm saying? So I say more of physical slash the awareness. The going out there, put yourself, and then like the individuals that were at a monument or a statue or something, a flag, and to be protesting. We all know these people, those individuals hold that flag and that history sacred. We all know that. It's part of their history.
Too much.
Yeah, it's part of their history, and it's engraved inside America, right? My problem with that is, if you want to go protest and march, be my guest. Why the hell would you go do that around their property, around the stuff that we know for a fact is racist and stuff? Why would you go and put yourself on video, on photos, with that behind you, protesting, saying that you don't want this here? I don't see that. I don't see the reason to go right there at the direct spot to protest and to get results. Like, if it's a Confederate flag right here in New York, I don't think that we have to go right there to that flag per se and protest, because it's only obvious that these people are going to come out. You see what I'm saying? And then most of these people that we're talking about, I hate saying these they names and special, but most of them that we're talking about is fucked up to say, but they're on the fly. They carry. They have a license to carry. You see what I'm saying? So it's a losing battle off the rip. When it comes to that, it's a losing battle. How you gonna go against somebody that's prepared? They have a license to do this. So it's like we're being taught. My whole take on that is a little frustrating because I don't have a big enough platform myself to
Nah, man.
tell people and to teach people the right way because we're being taught the wrong thing, man. We're being taught the wrong way, and we're being put out there and forced out there, because we feel that the people that we look up to is doing a post like, hey, you need to get out there, you need to get out there in front field, you need to you need to be a part of this, you can't be quiet, you can't. People feel a little forced because it's like, damn, man, a celebrity is saying this. If a celebrity is saying this, like, well, who the fuck am I not to go out there, right? It's only, and they playing with people's psyche, and it's fucked up because these celebrities and people that got this big platform, they're honestly teaching us the wrong way. I didn't see too many people that will move the way I would move,
Well,
that would
you
do what
should,
I would do.
in my opinion, you shouldn't really be following celebrities. You know what I mean? You should definitely be like a pioneer, man, and doing your research, getting your information, and structurally making decisions.
Very much.
You know what I mean? That you and your family could definitely benefit from. As far as
I agree.
the voting process, I'm all in favor of the voting process, but I definitely hear what you're saying because a lot of us blindly go out there and just check a box type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And just move on to the next, and then when motherfucker don't get what he want, he be like, yo, how the hell I ain't, you know what I mean? Man, you voted for the wrong
exactly.
motherfucker. You voted for a nigga who want to lock your ass up, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Type shit.
And
So,
you don't even know it.
and you don't even know. So I just want to stress that we pay attention to the candidates out there because there's definitely some good progressive candidates
Thank
out
you.
there. But if we don't do our homework and if we just relying on Facebook or Instagram or CNN or whatever, you know what I mean, the first shit that come across our screen and the first name that we hear, we always gonna be led wrong, man. Because remember this, man, the higher ups don't want us to survive, man. They just want us to
Facts.
barely get by. You know what I mean? So I'm in the streets pretty much every day protesting, bro. And I seen a lot of shit. I seen a lot of shit that changed my eyes. I seen a lot of shit that literally brought tears to my eyes. But this fight, man, it's just been going on for forever.
Forever.
And it's
Forever. And that's my whole thing, bro, is when are we gonna see that is the same things happening? Okay, but I done had some people talk to me about different political parties. I'm not too inclined when it comes to politics, but when it all boils down, I did agree with the person because if it's possible, by law, if it's possible, I think that we should make our own voting polls and stop giving them our votes and stuff. I agree with that because at the end of the day, bro, it's sad that I'm not even going to bring the individual and say the person, but an
mm-hmm.
individual, wind up voting for Trump and wind up not voting for Trump, but wind up going hard for Trump and wind up doing all the posting and advocating. And the person did all the research and all the history or whatever the case may be. And besides the little bullshit they say about Trump, where he's not fit, he's too urban and he's tweet too much and all that shit. This person did they homework for an amount of years, and what happened was just recently, whatever came out with Trump and the racist things that was going on, issues that was going on, and it was exposed that he did or said something racist. It hurt this individual to the core because he went hard for this individual and did all this research, and that's what I'm trying to say. Like, what happens then? Because I'm pretty much sure that the people that was voting before us in all the elections that passed us, I'm pretty much sure they did their knowledge and they knew, but we still got no results, if I'm not mistaken, because people still saying we need change and the crazy stuff is still happening to us. So I'm assuming overall that we're making change little by little, like we're evolving. Like, I think it's a
Yeah.
difference. I'm saying the word change, but when you think about it, change is like change. Like, you got one color and then you change that. So, like, I think we're evolving. Like, when it comes to the laws being better and things happening for us or whatever. But if you think about it, where's the results at for people, for the individuals that knew what they were doing and knew how to vote and actually follow politics and stuff? Did they get any results? That's what I really want to know. Did those people get results? Did they, continuously, vote for the same party or whatever the case may be? Because it's a 50-50 split decision when you go in there and you vote for you got this opposing team, you got this team, and it's either or. It's a hit and miss. So you got one that you feel highly that, is going to do right for you and your peoples. And then you got the other one that you don't feel, So you're going in it with a 50-50 chance anyway, and that's just a little bit crazy to me, because it's like people want to believe in conspiracies and all of this and say these people got so much power to do all of this. If that's the case, if that's true, why they don't have enough power to shift the polls? This is all done electronically, and then they drop papers, and then they drop the papers, and then so I just feel like it's like we fighting something that we really can't win, even voting, because even with votes, we don't even know if them people are doing something with it. We don't. You did what I'm saying, bro? You follow me? Like,
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Never tell.
I'm definitely with you. I'm definitely with you.
We can never tell. And I try to keep that to myself, because I don't want to discourage people, because I still feel, hey, them people going out there to vote, that might just give us that chance, but I won't know. You feel what I'm saying? But I just feel that it's a bit of a reach. It's a bit of a reach, and what people say that we need to, if it's possible, I think we most definitely should look into that. Like, stop voting and do our own votes and see if we can make our own party and gain that type of traction for us.
Well, this how you feel about the election coming up this year, man? Just real quick before we get off this topic, because in my opinion, I know you probably hear this old adage like, oh, this election is the most important election of our lifetime. But I truly feel that this election coming around in 2020 is possibly the most important election of our lifetime. How do you feel about getting out there and voting for a candidate other than Donald Trump, or possibly voting for Donald Trump and moving into 2020?
So is the main question you asking me, how would I go, or
no? How you feel about the 2020 election coming up, basically, and the importance of that?
Like I said, I'm really not too politically inclined, so I really can't speak too much on it. But I honestly think this will be a super important one, because of the dynamics of the way the world is going on, the way the world is going right now. I think is very important, because we had a term, it's some other things that I do know about that has something to do with politics, science and NASA and all that craziness going on. I do delve off into that. We're at a time in this world where Trump, like I said, I'm not too inclined on it, bro, but I promise you, brother, the platform is here. With that, I do fully agree. This is going to be an important election. That's people do not want Trump in there for 4 more years. I know that for a fact. You don't need to follow politics. We don't, man.
We definitely need a change, man. But we ain't gonna stick on this too long, man. Triple Threat Thursday, you already know what it is, man. Shot Black, I'm here. Dope Chef is here. We rocking out right now with Chinks Brinks. Excuse me, brother. So let's get into that music, man. So tell me, how you got into this music, and where you at right now with it?
Pretty much got into music just by being around it all the time. Just being around it all the time. I grew up, my aunt's house, just always bumping a boombox and shit like that. It was just always being around it. But my homeboy pretty much gave me that motivation to start to give me my my image, my name. He gave me my name and all that. That was around the year 2000, say around 2000, and pretty much that's he was the one that gave me that position, you know what I'm saying, to be able to rap or whatever the case may be. But yeah, I started in Brownsville. I'm from Brownsville. Started doing music, Chester Block.
Shout out to the Ville. What part of Brownsville?
Was signed to Diamond Cut Records, a little bullshit up and coming record label. Was signed to them almost. I can almost fuck up. Almost signed to them, but some craziness was going on with them. 7 years, 7 albums, some craziness. And I almost signed to it, but wound up backing out of that deal because my brother wound up catching it inside the fine print, inside the contract. And we wound up not signing. That was like, my break into the game, the the fucking crazy exposure that you get, the fucked up shit, the good stuff, because they did a lot of good for us. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
game is
lie, a lot
fucked
of
up.
group, it was dope. Shout out to Diamond Cut Records, but that was my first taste of like the closest thing to the industry, and that was pretty much around 2003, 2004, somewhere around there. Where I sit at right now with music is I I love the artist part of it, but I'm so pissed off of what's going on in the music industry that I want to do more. I want to manage. I want to do a lot more because artists is getting fucked around.
So what?
To delve off into one thing, like no artist in this world should be getting paid anything under a penny. No artist in this world. First of all, anything under a penny is not even on the currency chart.
Speak.
Nothing under a penny is under a currency chart on a currency chart. So how the fuck are y'all able to pay us this? So I get 15 streams. I still don't even get paid a penny because it's 0 0 point. Like that right there is one of the things that pisses me off to make me want to delve off into other things instead of just being an artist. I want to delve off into the business. And where I stand right now is
Yeah, my boy Dope over here breaking down the numbers, man. He gonna come chop it up with you in a minute about that. Yeah,
shout
cause,
outs to Dope, man. Tell him, man, I need one of them shirts, man. I'm the trap god, man. That's
yeah,
all I do. And I
yo,
need I
shut up,
need one of them shirts, man.
yeah, yo, feeling that shirt, man. Yo, just send the
Hell,
Addy, man, in the Skype, man. We got you. And what size? We got you.
got you,
Yeah,
got you.
we got you. Shout out to my boy Dope, man. He definitely got the clothing line popping right now.
Dude,
You
that
see
shit
it,
hard.
yeah.
I
Streaming
fucks with it.
live right now on the YouTube too, so you guys check that out, man. But
Got
yeah,
you.
yeah, he's gonna come chop it up with you in a little bit about them numbers and everything. So, what do you think you will bring to the music game right now to switch it up?
Man, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm so burnt out off of watching people's interviews and seeing what they say. I swear, it makes me not even want to say this part of the interview. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, it's so fucking burnt out. But
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is speaking
versatility,
facts.
bro. My music. One thing about it, one thing I watch in every single artist is they say the same thing, and then you go to the music, and it's like, dude, that's the same thing. That this you just flipped it and you got your own voice or whatever, but it's not different.
Same flow,
I think
same
people get
bounce.
it misconstrued, huh?
Yeah. Now I know what you're talking about, man. Like you listen to the music and it's like it's the same shit.
It's the same shit, bro. And the reason why I don't have to speak on it because all I gotta do is just tell one of y'all to just go and check me out on Spotify. They had me under no related artists. They can't relate me to artists. The reason being is I don't stick in one genre. Every one of my songs, I flow different on every verse. First of all, I probably, if I check this out, I probably have a history. Probably made history. Every single verse, I rap different, and on every song, I come different. And the beats that I make, I produce my own beats. If my brother don't make them, I make them. I don't know how to make industry standard beats.
Wait,
So
hold on.
what happens is
Say
I
that
want to
again.
create.
Say that
Huh?
again.
Yeah.
Say that again. You said you make your own beats.
Yeah, I make my own beats. I produce my own beats. So I don't know how to make standard beats. Just being honest, I don't know how to make the industry what people want. The melodic traps. I don't know how to make that. So what happened was I came home from a 10-year bid and I'm playing catch up. I did 10 years in the Fed, so now I'm playing catch up. I'm trying to figure all this out. And what happened was I wound up meshing this sound, this trap. I call it trap rock. It's like trap, but up north mixed in one. Like down south up there, so dope. Like, but what I'm basically saying is these individuals say that they're different, and it's like how are you different, and you related to this artist. You go and watch them and look at them on Spotify. Is you see it related artists, related artists, related artists. And they can't do that to me. So what I'm basically saying is what I'm bringing to the game is something that I know for a fact is not one person in this world. People just talk that. I'm going to be able to prove it. And I already did it because I don't mask over no bragging or nothing. To garnered close to 100,000 views with none of the cliche shit, none of the bandwagoning, none of the girls twerking in my videos, no 100 choppers, 100 niggas, 100 bands, none of that. Gave you all visuals of all me, and I proved that to people. So I
Send
feel
me them
that
links
right
as
there.
well, man. You heard?
Yeah,
Definitely send me them links, man. This is Mr. Dope Chef Live Direct.
Yeah.
Chains Brains, he's on here. I know I'm
got
saying
you,
that
brother.
right? I'm saying that right. Live Triple Vibe. It's Thursday. Listen, a couple things you touched on made me even want to grab the mic. A lot of artists don't even know this. that percentage thing you're talking about is digital currency. That's where United States actually gets away with it. You understand? Digital currency is basically compounding United States currency, Euro currency, and how they actually control currency money. So if they're trying to make it one digital, you have to have a platform that's universal to the global currency. So United States money doesn't value as much as a global currency. That's what I'm trying to, like I understand what you're talking about. I got 2,000 websites right now in music. You understand that we have out there, we syndicate, distribute, and all that. You understand, and it's crazy that you touched on that, because a lot of artists wouldn't know that a platform does that. I believe you were talking about Spotify Music, Amazon, Google Play, all those. They pay you, what was it I said? It's 0.00023 of a penny.
Point 0.23 of a penny.
Yeah.
I thought it was 2.7. It might have
No, it's 2.3.
It's 2.3.
You have to actually make more than, I believe it's 100,000 plays and stuff like that to get to the next level. The artists who are major artists have a budget to actually advertise that on that sense.
To get it.
So the label puts it up, and those streams are more valued at a percentage to get back the money. So it plays out for them. You understand?
Facts.
Like and this other thing that you said, I could relate to as far as you doing a bid. You said 10 year, right?
Yeah.
I turned a year into 6 years. So like in every sense, when I came back, it wasn't like the baggy clothing no more. It was these tight jeans, and I started looking at everybody funny, like, yo, stay away from me. You understand?
Yeah.
So I was that 6 feet distance before that shit started. You understand? Like
Straight up.
straight up. Yeah, but like I wanted to know like the music and relating to the music. You said something crazy just now. Crazy. I'm gonna be the first one to be the most realistic person to you right now. Reason why you're not being looked up related is because the platforms themselves have an algorithm. If you put all music, if you ain't set to a genre and you're not setting 2 or 3 more categories, you're not gonna be related. And then the BPM, which is the beat per minute and stuff like that of the track itself, is all listed together to make that type of sound. So if you're universal and versatile,
I agree.
you won't come out on like multiple, because you're not stuck to one genre. That's what you're saying. So platforms wouldn't make money if they were doing it the way you think that they should do it, though. That's what I'm trying to say. You understand? So they do it that way, so you could pay. Like if you go to Spotify.
On that part, I wasn't saying that they should. On that part specifically, I wasn't saying that they should. I was just saying the unique part of me when he asked me the question, what makes me unique. I was just bringing that into the game, saying that they don't have me because specifically agree with what you were saying. My BPM, everything is totally different. They don't know where to put me at, first of all. Second of all, I don't like when you do songs with individuals, automatically you want to get related to. When somebody type in, if I did a song with Pop Smoke, or I did a diss song with him, everybody that love Pop Smoke, they're going to type in Chinks Brinks. You feel what I'm saying? So that's that's part of the algorithm that you was talking about.
Yeah, the algorithm is crazy, because even on percentages and stuff like that, like you know this, every ATM machine in America is actually patent and trade to where the trade and business has to go to Europe first. Wow. That shit crazy.
So what's that? So what they getting a little?
That shit's crazy.
I never knew that.
So what are they getting a little piece of every transaction?
No, cause so let's say it's 0.23 of let's say $1, right? $1 is.
Let's take them to school,
cents.
dope. Let's take them to school.
$1 is 25 cents to another country. You understand? Like 25 cents you only getting somewhere else. Your currency ain't worth that much because the value ain't trusted by a bond that gives you that much money in circulation. Okay? So the circulation is like this. The Treasury has to burn up money year by year because it doesn't carry into new statute of laws where it constitutes money to be given with a transaction number. That's that long 16-digit number. You understand? Those are European bond currencies that people have. That is entrusted to a Europe nation because we owe a debt to them, and that's why everybody in America has a social security card. So we could say all this and talk about birthrights and everything like that. Not one person that's been born in a hospital has their real birth certificate.
That's why they force you to be born in a hospital.
Yep. So it's a lot of information to give the people, but how it relates to music is every cent that's made, you have to account for that in music in America. A lot of artists and labels, they transcend to overseas because the capital is big, and then they come back to America, and you have to pay them the capital that they're worth overseas.
Oh, okay. Copy. I
You
follow
understand? So their value and their brand becomes an entity. Their entity basically becomes a sponsor. Their sponsor becomes investors. The investors become advertisers. You know, people who actually want to sponsor and just give money or have that person with their brand and stuff like that.
Oh,
This is how,
that's
this is how labels work.
I told you he's
And
gonna take his
currencies
school.
is crazy. You understand? Because look at this now. Everything you said with that 0.00023, yo, it's
Yeah.
so true to where, listen, I'm on a regular big major like a label, but in every sense I go independent. Independent money is no stop on it. There's no limitation. There's no bondage to where you have a right to where you have to incorporate yourself into a company that's established and they do all that and then they take the money from you. Nah, that doesn't work that way. You get your own imprint, you go in independent, you stay independent, put the independent before the major, and you make it a major independent.
That's a fact. That's a
You
fact.
understand? Music and business is a formula. Formula is a foundation. Those pillars that are built is essential to the capital you gain in music, fashion, and film. How your brand ambassadors are, how your team moves, and how you all go together. You understand? Because you have groups that come out, and after a couple years, they break down because, like, they have their own entities, and they're trying to build a network like that. Nah.
Yeah,
You go
facts.
into a whole capital type thing that actually has the independent interest, it's different. It works different. And that's what TripleVibes does. That's what, UMG Recording Studios, Urban Media Global. That's what all these things are incorporated right now that we do and how we move.
That's a fact. That's lit right there.
Yeah,
He
man.
on his shit.
But like, the music. I know you from. Listen. Old boy he from Brownville.
Yeah, he from the block.
Yeah, he from Brownville.
Yeah, I'm
You
from the Ville.
understand? I saw the tattoo. You had the tat and stuff like that.
Brooklyn.
Brownsville,
He
Brooklyn,
has Brownsville.
718. Everything New York.
Yeah,
I got
facts.
everything New York on me. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
Statue
but
of Liberty.
let me
over-
ask you something. Coming out there, like, I know mad artists, out there, but like coming from that environment, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
34.
34. So
Yeah.
you like an 83, 84 baby.
85.
Ooh, I was close. There we go. All right, so 85. You still grew up in the mid-'80s, so shit was going down over there in Brownsville. All the way to N.Y.C, to all Bushwick,
To this
Williamsburg, to this day. Nah, not to this day. You can't even say that. Nah, you can't say that, bro.
This shit going down.
You can't say that. You can't say that. Yeah,
Not
we're
right
gonna
now,
stop
not
that.
right- it's not- it's
Right
not that
now,
active
right
right
now,
now.
yo,
We
bro.
cleaned up.
I went at 1:00 in the morning.
My nigga.
1:00 in the
My
morning.
My nigga.
Listen, 1:00.
nigga.
Yo, bro,
My nigga.
I saw doggies running,
I live in
running
Brook-
in the street,
bro.
running in the street with the doggy. I never seen that in my life, bro. I
My
went back to
nigga.
N.Y.C, bro.
Because it's
N.Y.C.
changing. It's changing.
And listen, it
No, no,
changed, bro.
I-
It changed.
I
I don't
hear-
care what nobody says.
I hear what y'all
Yo,
say. It is changing.
yo, bro, I saw Jewish people. I'm not.
But-
I saw Hasidics
but motherfuckers is
outside their
still
house
dying, though.
past 10, just chilling in front across the street from N.Y.C.
It
Like-
is.
When I
It is.
came home, and I
This
was in
is
a halfway- I was
crazy.
in a halfway
Hold on,
house.
hold
I was
on,
in a
hold-
halfway house. No lie. I was in a halfway house in Farragut House, across the street from Farragut.
Brownsville has the same thing.
This is
Parts of
no
Brownsville
bullshit.
that did the same thing. They
Huh?
built the whole
Yeah,
project
yeah.
now with
This
nice
is all
parks
you
and shit.
see is
Your swings
white
is still
people.
there. The basketball things ain't missing no more.
Hold
like,
on.
bro.
Yeah, bro. And
Hold on,
Farragut
hold.
projects. I'm talking about Farragut. You see white people jogging
Thank you.
Yeah.
11 o'clock at night. Like, I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Yeah, it's changed. Brownsville is most definitely
You
not
know
the
what?
same.
I'm gonna speak frank right here because a lot of people will disagree with me, but it's being repopulated for people who were basically a medium class to go to poor class, and people who were poor to get the fuck out of New York.
Yeah,
Whatever.
that's exactly how it's
you could
designed, because
call
You
it whatever
understand,
you wanna
like-
call it.
That's
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
going on. You can
Gentrification.
find a New Yorker in every state right now, and everybody I know, everybody I be around, friends, that's what, all they do is they want to get out of New York, and everybody else trying to get in New York.
I
It's
see.
weird.
Listen now.
Hold on, man.
Hold up. You heard that? You heard that? You see that's.
Yo,
Yo, bro,
it's
you
still
can't say that.
It's parts of Brooklyn right now, specifically Brownsville, parts of Brownsville, that you will still get your shit fucked
Of
up.
course.
It just happened. If y'all follow the drill
You
music
dig?
scene, just with that alone, we ain't gonna add, regular
Like,
people. Just
Don't
with that
think
alone,
every
motherfuckers
street
getting
out
dropped.
here is sweet.
No,
Well,
I'm
you
not
can
saying
walk
that.
the dog
Listen,
and go
listen,
to
listen. We
Trader
ain't saying
Joe's,
that.
you know what I mean?
We saying that right now it's better than it was 10 years
And I
back.
agree, and that's what
you
I say.
understand?
Yeah,
like, that's
hell
what I'm
yeah.
saying. I grew
It's
up
way
10 years
cleaner.
back. So
Yeah.
niggas thinking shit was bad now with 1 or 2 scenes a day. Nah, fuck that. There was
Bro,
like 3 or 4 scenes every day.
Hold on, bro.
I couldn't walk on my block. It was damn near at least once a week that it was yellow tape on my block. I couldn't
Probably
walk
every
Oh
on my
other
block.
day.
You gotta walk.
Bushwick and
Yeah,
Marcy,
son.
every other day.
Brownsville, like that shit. Anybody, I don't glorify that shit, but anybody, any Brownsville, troop of mine, I know for a fact if you stand tall and you made it through that shit and you stand up a certain age, I know for a fact you cut different. You cut from a certain cloth.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, I'm not going to take out no ages and shit. People get mad, but I know for a fact you cut because everybody knows that.
I
When
think
it
it's
comes
just
to,
different. I
you
think
can't,
Brooklyn
you can't,
niggas know
it's
that.
not.
I think
Brownsville
it's
is not
becoming
one
a
of them
police
hoods where
state
you could just be
regardless.
on a porch
You understand?
and chill.
Oh,
Huh?
you going there?
No, I'm going in. I'm going in. You ready?
You going there
You
with
ready? Because we ain't going to only call music here. This was entertainment, news, gossip,
TripleVibes Radio,
Preach the
Triple Threat,
Street,
8 to 10.
Triple
We
Threat
here.
Thursday,
Streaming
Catch a
live on
Beat
YouTube
Down,
right
Government,
now.
Government, Hello, Bill of Rights,
talk about it,
Constitution
man.
survive.
Hold on,
Like-
dog. Let me make way.
Hold on. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Let me make
Listen.
way.
Listen.
Go ahead, man.
End of the day, what I'm saying, it's a police state now. So I want anybody in the world right now to go 6 blocks without being put on a camera.
Impossible.
Thank you.
Impossible.
Police state. That already took away a privacy act that most people don't know. Thank
this
you.
is
Yes.
no lie.
Yes.
But hold on.
9/11.
But
The reason why.
that brings us back to the earlier conversation that we was having, the importance of paying attention to what's really going on out here, and not just going out there checking a box if you're checking a box, or not checking that box and then saying,
Being
"Oh,
independent.
it's a police state. There's cameras on every block." Well, when we needed your voice to not make it a police state, where were you?
Okay, you got a point there.
You see what I'm saying?
You got a point
it always
there.
comes back to paying attention to what's really going on. Like, I'm not throwing shade on nobody, but some people rather go get XYZ than know the laws is being passed in your neighborhood or your city councilman or what's going on, period.
Facts.
Agreed.
You know what I mean? So those people who cry wolf at the end, in my opinion, fuck them.
Fuck
Yeah.
them. Straight up, I
And
agree.
that's straight from
Yeah.
Shaw Black.
Bro.
Fuck them. I ain't having the conversations with them. I ain't talking to them. Fuck them. Because you can't
Straight
cry
up.
now. Because everything that's happening literally been in front of your face and niggas told you they was going to do it.
Literally. Yo,
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
feel like, bro, we need to spark on that.
Yeah, man.
But Chains.
Let's bring it back to the music, man.
So
We
yeah,
kinda-
let's go to this music now. You know, like, I appreciate all that info we just put out there and stuff like that. Like, it's something we don't do here a lot. Like, every now and then.
We're going
but,
to,
like,
though, man, because I'm actually going to start that political
we gonna
show.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
special announcement. But listen, not to cut off the music and the artist interview, but listen, Shah is going to be doing a political podcast.
That's right.
Now,
You
this
heard it
is
here
a
first.
debate to where knowledge pulled up, different disputes, conspiracy theories on conspiracy
All
theories,
views
and there's always
welcome.
a truth to a conspiracy theory. So
All
hold
views
on.
are welcome. But at the
Everybody's welcome to see this show because it's going to be real political. It's going to put news out there. It's going to have people thinking. Everybody's going to have opinionated state. Everything's uncensored. It is what it is. Live direct stream
And
here
we want to
on
base
Triple
this on
Vibes.
some form of
Facts.
facts. Some
Yeah.
form of facts. So if you're going to come with your conspiracy theory, at least know what you're talking about. Don't say,
Yeah.
don't
straight
say,
up,
yo,
yeah.
I heard somebody told me they killed JFK.
Yeah, that better
All
have
right,
that,
all
that
right.
better
I
have a
don't-
whole.
That's not gonna make the show.
Listen, just like
At least have some
I
basis
can't
to
even
what
say
you're
that.
talking
Can I,
about.
Can I mix
You
that?
dig? You
Can
feel
I
me,
mix
Chinks?
that?
You know
Can
what
I
I'm
mix
talking
that?
about? It's not asking
Can
for
I
too
mix
much,
that,
bro?
bro? Can I mix that?
No.
Can I mix that? Let me mix that.
Go ahead.
All right. So listen, this is what we're saying. So that's like a Muslim having a hadith with a chain and a narrative.
These are the views of Mr. Dope Chef.
Oh, that's crazy.
What?
No answer. Wow.
Dope is crazy, man.
Yeah, I'm crazy,
We
man.
got that recorded, man. We're gonna chop that and play that.
Nah,
back,
how
man.
you gonna
So-
trip? Nah, you can't. How you gonna chop that up? Nah, listen. I just said, listen. I brought it to religion. Religion, basically, there has to be a chain and a narrative to where different people have a truth in them. There's no lie in them, nothing like that. So each of these people that break down different stories from years to years to generations, they all have to be truth and trustworthy to actually carry the narration all the way to be called a hadith. A hadith is basically not a surah, it's a story propagated to tell the truth by a chain of people. So let's say you had 20 right people right now, and you said a story. It goes to the next person. That person probably understands and everything how serious it is, and he says the same story to the next person. The next person doesn't think is as serious, misses a couple words. The next person after that turns the whole shit around, and it becomes you murdered somebody at the end.
But
Yeah.
but
Yes.
still, it was still facts in the
Yeah.
beginning.
Yeah.
If you
But those
didn't
facts have to
listen
carry.
to the facts or misscrewed the facts, that's your opinion.
Okay, so this is what we're going to do.
There's one thing I'm going to say about this show. Ideology does not make it or does not mean something is a fact. Okay? So you may think that's the best T-shirt in the world, in your opinion.
Yo, you know it is. You better not
But
even
that's
talk about
what
my
that- but
T-shirt
this
right
is the
now.
thing.
Bro, it's
Not to
on
cut
if you
y'all
talk
off,
about my
not to cut
T-shirt on
y'all
air,
off,
bro.
no.
I
But
swear
that's the
it's on.
thing.
Your
Dope shit pop.
ideology,
That's,
your
that's the thing
ideology.
about religion. When it comes to religion, religion wasn't made to be deciphered to turn into a debate.
It was
Religion
meant to be
literally
interpreted.
was made to literally to take what you feel you can apply to your life and the people around you and run with it. It wasn't never to debate and have opinion and be opinionated. That's where we all as humans, that's where we go wrong, especially in religion.
That's
That's a good one. That's a good
Yeah, bro.
That's a good
I
remark
grew
right
up-
there.
I
I'm gonna
grew
take
up- I
that,
grew
leave
up
at that.
From a
Point
baby
blank.
to 10 years in the church, right? In
Uh-huh.
a Christian church for 10 years straight until I was 10 years old by my grandmoms in Queens on what is that, 172nd? I think that was 172nd. I grew up on 168th though. But and my grandma's had me on that hard. She been in the church herself over 45 years. To the day she died, she argued with our Pastor Davis, that literally there's no way that you can tell me about fiery swords and you know the magic stuff, the stuff. She
Yeah.
argued, but guess what? She still stood firm. You know that she believed in this, but it's like what she said is in which I touched up on earlier. This is it's a man-made thing, and we know what we're seeing
Facto.
right here was made by man because
What part? What part?
and
Hold
all
up.
other
I just
materials
lost.
had to play into.
I got lost.
pretty much I think you mean like pretty much what's going on right now is man-made. Like
No, is he
That-
talking about the George Floyd or is he talking about coronavirus?
nah, we talking
No,
about just pretty
No,
much.
he
in
said
general.
man-made. So what's man-made?
The-
The religion
the-
is
the
man-made.
Bible.
That's
I was
been
saying
established
the Bible.
already.
I was saying the Bible.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we all know that that's man-made, and so my whole thing when y'all touched up on that is like my grandmom's argue that to her death that multiple things inside the Bible is not right, is not, and to stand firm on something that she believed in and still argue and debate, it's crazy to me because it's like if you had no knowledge of the Bible, me and you had no knowledge of the Bible, and we both, just stumbled upon this book, there's no way in the world you want to tell me that me and you should argue over this book and say, hey, this means this, that means that. It's no, just think about it from the beginning. Why would we even start to do that? What good comes from it? The only time you should literally even take something from the Bible and deploy it to other individuals besides your circle is the get a better enlightenment. Like you're not too sure, so you want another person's take on that script, that scripture or whatever the case may be. But me, I grew up in the church, and to this day, I deal in Rastafarian beliefs. Hope she ain't rolling her grave, but I I just feel that that's the closest thing to Christianity.
Mm.
So and it's less oppressive. You don't have to give your money. You don't have to
True.
go to a place 7 days a week. You don't have to dress a certain.
True.
It's less oppressive. You feel what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, religion is not supposed to be to debate with. Is to both. Is literally to take what you feel from it, decipher from it, and apply it to your life. When we start to debate, that shit, because
It
you got to think
goes.
about
It
it.
goes
And when
left.
it comes to religion, when you feel certain ways about something, you got to think about it. It's not too many nobody. It's not too many no people in this world that's going to be able to change your mind. And especially me specifically when it comes to Moses splitting the sea. Me as a grown man standing right here in front of you right now, actively. I don't believe in magic. So, for me to be a firm believer in Christianity and believe that, a man split the sea and all this, I just know from now, right now, as a grown man, I knew this. At the end of the day, that's metaphorical. All the stuff that they use, people ran with it and said, oh, this is, yeah, this and that. I don't believe in magic, so I'm not going to believe in that. But one thing I do know about the Bible is the stuff is metaphorical. But
Magic.
with it being metaphorical, we still don't know what it can mean because metaphors just mean certain things, multiple things, right? So how can we know what specifically? But that's why I feel that we're supposed to take from it and apply to, you feel what I'm saying, in the best way that we can. That's why I don't feel, I know that we're not supposed to debate with it.
All right, hold on.
If
We
it's
got.
friendly, and it helps you to build, then yeah. But when it goes online and it gets ugly and stuff, is frivolous and it's futile because honestly, I've never seen too many no people, go into a religious debate and come out in agreements or even begging to differ. Like, you right. I've never seen,
Well,
never,
no,
never in my life.
you already know, man. They say you definitely not supposed to talk about. Not you definitely not supposed to talk about religion, man, because that conversation will go somewhere else. But we got a quick question for you right
Yeah,
now,
I got
man.
a question for you. I know you can't see me like that, but it's all good. Yo, salute, family. I want to ask you this though. Two questions. Can you hear me?
Yep, loud and
All
clear.
right, bet. Now, one, you said that religion is what you take out of it and how you apply it to your life, right? So, do you feel the same way in that sense, the way that like slavery came about? Because when the people left Europe and all of that other stuff, it was in the name of the Vatican and all of that. It was in the name of religiousness. So, based on religion from their standpoint, it was just like, yo, you need to cleanse these people. You need to show them a brighter light. And it's like, who are you to judge that, our righteousness? So, just based upon that, like I said, based upon what you said, you apply it to your life and you take how you want to take it. How do you feel about that? And then
About
two, before you answer that question, you said you grew up in Queens, right?
yeah.
All right. I don't know how long you been in Queens, but if you're a Queens nigga like me, you got Brooklyn on your chest, baby. You know what
Oh
I'm
yeah,
saying?
because all I know is Brooklyn. I was a kid. I left Queens as a kid. But
I heard you, man.
the reason why the
I'm just
reason why I
joking with
say
you. I'm
that,
just playing with you, man.
I know, Brody, I know. The reason why I say that is because I'm a BQE nigga. All I know is Brooklyn and Queens. So
Heard you.
and
Heard you.
everywhere I go, especially
Heard
when
you.
it came to jail, that's that's
Uh-huh.
that's that's locked in. That's like backdoor neighborhood type shit.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I always ride BQE.
Yeah, you ain't
Always.
gotta explain that. I'm just fucking with him. But the first question was more so on a serious tip more than anything.
I really didn't get it too. You saying the
Oh,
slavery? How do I feel
okay.
about
Yeah,
how
no,
slavery?
pardon me. I'm. You just basically said, yo, religion. You take whatever it is that you want to take from it and you apply it to your life. Now,
Yeah.
slavery was done in the name of religion and their standpoint. So, what's your take on that?
Is
Bec-
I, when you have
Go
no
ahead.
choice when you're a kid, and you know that your parents is forcing that on you, is really you really have no choice.
Mhm.
And I think that's the problem, especially with parents. Parents force religion on their kids when religion is you're supposed to be able to decipher it before you delve off into it. And they're not old enough. You're supposed to wait until they have a firm decision and be like, hey, this is what I want to be. This is what I agree with this, mom. I want to be with you. You have to give them a chance to do that, and that's the problem.
I agree
Blacks,
with that.
we firm believers. Get your butt up. You're going to church, and it's a bit much. And I think to this day, honestly, I'm being honest with you. I think to this day, that's why I really don't, delve off into the church too much, because it was too much, man. It was oppressive to me. It was
Manipulation.
the
I hear you.
dressing crazy with the tight
Propaganda.
quarter waters and the fucking and the penny loafers and the fucking
Manipulation. Yeah.
heads. You gotta
I
just do
mean,
too much. It's just too
Yeah.
much. And then it was
nah,
literally like four days
like,
out of the week.
hold on. I'm gonna be the fucking devil's advocate here. This is uncensored. Yo, you hear me? You hear me, right?
Yeah,
Let me get back
yeah,
a little. You can still hear me, right?
yup.
All right. So, right now the debate's going to be. He said propaganda. I don't think it's really a propaganda. I believe that it's used for people who are, I can't say weak, but I'm saying looking for faith or hope to believe in. So if it's good for them, that's not propaganda. That's actually being good, and that's being set. Whether it's
Facts.
Catholic,
I,
I
whether
I
agree.
agree.
it's Islam, whether it's anything, in Jews. I work with all these people. Guess what? We all have one
I agree.
religion. It's
But it's
called
what you
money.
use it for, though.
I don't care. My religion is money. You understand? So the religion has basically brought me where I'm at today, happy man and everything like that. But I work with Jewish, I work with Islam, Rastafarian guys. The religion doesn't base man. Man bases religion.
Period.
Yeah.
Yes.
Facts.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I agree with that. But the reason why I asked him what I asked him because it was presented to us in a different format. I don't know if I'm pretty sure you might know about it, but there was a thing called the Slavery Bible, and they took out a bunch of scriptures and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't want the slaves to know certain things and get certain ideas in their head. So that's why I was asking, like, yo, he's saying that it's all one religion and all of that, and it's not propaganda, but it is propaganda depending on how you use it.
It's propaganda
Especially
on
if
how
it's used
people
in a
believe
oppressive
that
manner.
is. Hold on.
You understand?
Nah. It's propaganda how people take that to a certain limit to where they become what you call them? Fanists? No. People who basically take
Fascist.
fascists. They become hysteria. Oh, that's the religion. That's how it is. No. People who are humble in it, you can't attack them in that sense. You understand? It's not propaganda to some people. Some people, let's say somebody's having a real bad fallout and shit, and they can only turn to something that says God, and they don't really know what religion or what mosque or anything, and they just walk in, and it saves them from doing suicide to themselves. That's propaganda? That's not propaganda. That's a faith.
No.
That's a believing that there's something to hopeful
Nah, I
to
can't say that.
come towards life. Yeah, because listen, people take religion as a positive. They take hell as a negative. Is there either that exists? That's the real question. You understand? Like, hold on,
I
that's the
mean,
real question. But I will say that for sure,
it's
because that's a
weird,
deep,
right?
that's a
Because
deep session. You understand? Because everybody reads these books, and I'm not no disrespect to any religion. Faith-bound, positive, encouragement, enlightenment, segments of life that's spoken in a poetry sense to be interpreted by today's people in any sense they take. That was said right?
yeah,
You're gonna rewind that. All right. So, in every sense,
that
if
sounds
it's
about
meant to
right.
be positive to them, let's say it's 70% of positive people that are in a religion. Even if there's no such thing, the thing is still good. It's a positive. Let there be a religion.
Because it's a
Why
yeah.
does
I
it?
mean, yeah.
Why
At
does
the
it
end of
bother
it's
anybody?
like a ghost. Like even if
Yeah.
it's not, if people believe in it and it's working,
Now,
like, but
now,
but
when it
that's
came
the
to this, though,
controversial
when it
part,
came to
bro.
this,
And that's the
when
controversial part
no,
because some people
no, that's
say
not the controversial part. The controversial part is basically when he said propaganda, or whoever said propaganda. That's the controversial part, because you know what? There is a propaganda behind it. And it's a media buzz, and it's a government that puts out the
Yes,
propaganda.
yes,
So they
yes.
can't blame that on the religion itself. If the religion is enduring and empowering to people who have a hope and faith that life is something beyond.
But there's religion controlling the media.
Okay, so call government propaganda.
Mm-hmm.
Call religion government practices propaganda. Call
Facts.
the news and tell them, why are you even putting religion on the tube? Like, call that propaganda. Why are you using that to
Straight
make
up.
money?
Yeah,
Straight
it's not
up.
that easy though. It's the powers that be, man.
That's a fact. I agree.
It's the powers that be, baby. But salute, family. Salute.
Yo, Shots,
You already
come
know.
back in here, Shot. What you think about all this, Shot? I know Shot's gonna try to hammer me right now.
Nah, it's
Yeah,
all
handle
good. You
your
know, I
shit.
told you all views are welcome, man.
Okay,
all
okay,
views,
okay,
all
okay.
views
Nah,
are
you
welcome.
can't come like that.
Nah,
You
all
gotta do
views are
this
welcome,
Brooklyn
man.
style.
So
Now, if you feel some way, pop.
Nah, we gonna save that for the show. You know what I mean? So, we just
Yo,
gonna
let's do-
transition real quick.
All right, so let's do one thing right now. We just spoke about all that, right?
Okay.
Now, yo, what does your music actually imply into the industry in a conscious state?
As far as consciousness, I'm gonna be all the way honest. Conscious, I would say I'm 20% because of my views on it. I don't glorify the trap, but I deal with reality. I deal with realistic terms. Like, when it comes to conscious, the reason why I say 20% is because I do have stories where I let you know. I'm not going to glorify it and let you know, like the others, that this is what it is, and that's, that's the latest shit to it, and there's no backlash to it. I most definitely delve off into songs like Great White, you know what I'm saying, Black Hope, letting people know, certain federal laws that you'll never know until you actually go into the feds. Nobody want to go in the feds to actually learn, right? But songs like Great White, Black Hope, I delve off into it. But like I said, when it comes to consciousness, I say I'm about 20%, 20%. And that's only because I don't think I'm at a right spot in my life to fully preach consciousness, because I'm not fully conscious myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the most realest shit right there.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, a lot of people ain't. So it's nothing to feel that you're not conscious.
Yeah.
It's just a whole maze made to where people have to support themselves. People have to stay focused to where if they have kids, they have to worry about health care, all this other stuff. You understand? It becomes a whole burden on shoulders, and it's built off of an economy.
Facts.
You understand?
That's a
So even if we're rich, we're still working like slaves. If you want to take that in any sense, the context of
I call it
that
the hamster
means that we all are a fucking social or number transaction to United States Incorporation. Welcome to America.
Anytime you go in the federal, the feds is out of their jurisdiction. Anytime you go in the feds, most of the cases is they not even supposed to take. First of all, second of all, when it all boils down, all you are is like you said, to the streets, but just in jail terms. You're a bond. That's all you are. You're a bond, and you find that bond and bond out like this. And the Morris, shout outs to the Morris Science Temple. The Moors, they was putting in that work, and they was in the pen. I was all in maximum penitentiaries in the feds, and I was around every person you can possibly think of, from the leaders to the gangbangers. Supreme, I was with Supreme. I left Supreme when he did he got 3 lives plus 50. When he was getting his shit, I was leaving out, like around all of that shit, like the Fed, man. Yeah, I got so much, man. I got a book called 50 Grams or More that I just dropped.
Oh, let's talk about that. Hold up. You knew this? You knew this? So where did this come from? Look, so you ain't only an artist. So you also had a book. Did you write that in prison, or did you write that before, to where you had the idea of writing a book about your life, living what you did?
Pretty much. The first one, this shit crazy. I can't make this shit up. This is no cap. The feds didn't. What happened was I didn't when I was coming home, I didn't want to carry my property with me, and
they take that shit and throw it out.
Yeah, you feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It
facts.
was like I didn't, but it was a lot of stuff that I needed. You feel what I'm saying? That was important, like the book. So what I had in my mind was I'm gonna leave it with my homie Smooth. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to my homie Smooth from Milwaukee. They need to fucking release him. Still in a fucking pen for fucking a robbery with no gun that he did back in the '90s. Come on, man, release that man.
Oh, wow.
Franklin?
Huh?
In Franklin?
Nah, he from Milwaukee. My homie from Milwaukee.
But he's locked up
Cool
in
ass
Franklin
nigga.
out here?
Nah, bank
Oh, I
robbery
thought it was
with
Smooth you
with
talking
no
about.
gun.
Schmoo.
With no
Oh,
fucking
okay.
gun. Nobody got hurt or nothing. This man's
That's
still in
crazy.
fucking prison, man. But
That happens to a lot of people,
my
though.
mind was
Happens
to
to a lot of
Yo,
keep my
you have
property.
to understand that. You don't even have to explain that story. Now, media is bringing out stories that people locked up for 20, 25 years and DNA switches and different footage that wasn't used or put. Like, all this shit that they're bringing out is because they, like,
gotta pay
these
attention to what's
police
going on out
have
here.
always had that shield to where they was plotting on minorities because they're paid and they have an oath sworn in to a government that really is a fucking gang. Whether people
Yep.
care to admit that or not, that's what it is. You understand? The cops is a gang. Niggas took an oath and fucking beat each other up in the training academy and fucking learned different routines to beat niggas up and spics up. And if they see that you're Muslim, they'll lock you up and bang you over the head and put you in the paddy wagon and take you for like 2 months to a fucking secret site and try to waterboard you to just think that you fuck with niggas. Now, in every sense of this government, they could suck a dick because a free man actually knows the law and everything like that, and they could apply
Not
it
a
in
lot
any
of us.
standard.
Facts.
It's not a lot of free man out there.
There's not. But my team is definitely going to be free.
Especially mentally.
Yeah.
Right.
And they black like a motherfucker.
Here this nigga go. Here this guy
Straight
go.
Yo, Black Lives Matter, bro.
That's a fact.
You understand?
I
Yo,
already know
my
what it
boy
is,
is on the
man.
front line. Like, yo, bro, listen, I cut a road trip, no bullshit, like 4 days early. Because this dude sends a video running with people.
Wow.
Yo,
I
bro, I went live on it.
Like, yo, I told you, man, I've been on
That
the front
shit was
lines lately,
crazy.
man, and I seen your brother, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. No cap, I seen some shit.
I was bugging out. I'm like,
I seen some
what,
shit.
what am I gonna do? Like, how do I even?
Crazy.
What's
Yeah.
going on?
Yo, man, I seen real quick before we get out of here, man. Remember we was on.
His music.
We
I
was
need
on-
to hear his
Yeah,
music.
we was
though.
on. Yeah, we gonna play the music. We was on real quick. We was on Tilden and Bedford, man. We just came off a march and the police came and we had a big ass crowd, bro. The police came and split everybody up into like 4 different ways. Long story short, man, I seen some wicked shit, man. Police motherfucking sprayed the motherfucking mace all through the crowd, and the helicopter dropped like 30 feet, man, and that shit just kicked up all the mace everywhere. Everybody was fucked up, bro. Bro, I seen
they
some
dirty.
crazy police
They
tactics,
dirty.
my God.
But that
Yeah,
that's a
imagine
crowd.
a helicopter flying like
Wicked.
Yo, can I
wicked ain't
now,
the word.
now
you know
look,
what I mean?
look. Can I explain how many minutes
We're
we
gonna
got?
talk about that on the show.
Nah, but hold up,
We got
real
another
quick.
13 minutes. Yeah, we gotta go to the track. We got 13 minutes
Damn, I
left.
can't get it in on that one.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so that right there, that's because the standard was basically used to where they put curfew and stuff like that. So they're allowed to use military tactics on United States
Yeah,
soil
yeah.
when they put martial law. Bow.
Yeah, bro. It was a lot of crazy shit, but we definitely gonna talk
get on
about
it.
that some more, man. My fault, Chase, man. We took up a lot of time in this, man, but we're gonna get to the
Nah,
music.
Let's get to
bro,
this
it's
music. It was a
vibe,
good
man.
conversation.
It's a vibes. It's called Triple Vibes, man.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what's up, man. So we got this track right here, man. Warning Shot. Tell me a
Yeah.
little bit about that real quick.
Yo, my views is my views. Just understand that, everyone. I
That
just
right
have to
there,
say
that right there is self-explanatory, man. It's a warning shot, man. After that, I'm sending all the shots.
All right,
Whoa,
so
whoa, whoa. He said?
he said after that he's sending all the shots, man. So let's
Okay.
play this real quick, cause we got 12 minutes left. 'Cause I know we definitely want to talk about it.
Let's
So,
get it.
You wanna intro this track right here, man?
Yeah, you already know, man. Bow, big BGR shit, man. Brace
Uh-huh.
game, man. You already know. Warning shots. Let's get it.
You already know what it is, man. Let's get to it.
Wow.
BGR, you already know. Ayy, gang gang.
Triple vibes.
Oh yeah, this
You know the
not a
vibes.
whole lot of gang
Yes,
shit,
sir.
This not a shots.
Brooklyn here.
This not a warning shot. 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 I'm sending all the shots. Send them, spinning, headshot, end them, leave no witness. This not a warning shot. 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 I'm sending all the shots. Send them, spinning, headshot, end them, leave no witness. I feel static, I'm popping off. Send me the Eddie, I drop a call. Niggas ain't gang, no, not at all. How about the foreign, 2 double R's? I feel attention, I hug the Glock. They wanna say they and mug a lot. Fuck who you are, I run my block. Get it in drinks and a cola shots. I'm never lacking, 32 packing, right through the jacket. I let them have it, fuck with you jacket. I am a savage, blow all the springs and get to the menace. You know my body, I armored up. How about a verse in an armored truck? How many niggas done war with us? How many niggas done lost to us? Check out the score, we on the board. Gang, 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 gang. This BGR, fuck who you are. Gang, 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 gang. I'm in the hood, you heard of the bill. When niggas get raw, when niggas get killed, I call up the bloody to finish the drill. I finish my ops and put them in pills. This not a warning shot. 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 I'm sending all the shots. Send them, spinning, headshot, end them, leave no witness. This not a warning shot. 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 I'm sending all the shots.
King Drinks live.
Spinning, headshot,
Direct. Triple Vibes.
witness. You know the vibes, I'm in the track. Talking that white, I'm in that. You send them shots, I send them back. You know the ops ain't spinning back. Fuck up a bag on the internet. All of my pieces, they hitting, yeah. I never lack when I'm in the jacks. I gotta keep me a heater, yeah. Head tap, gone up. Fuck your armor. Black bag, bomber. You're deaf, on up. You know I'm loaded, I heat 'em up. Put down the 30 and beat 'em up. Talking that game, you need 'em up. Fuck what you claim, I eat 'em up. Talking the town, gunning them down, hottest around. Gang, gang, gang. Mention my name, what do they say? Don't fuck around. Gang, gang, gang. I get a rush when a gun busts. Drum spinning like a nunchuck. Automatic, let 'em have it. I got a feeling your luck's up. This not a warning shot. 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 I'm sending all the shots. Send them, spinning, headshot, end them, leave no witness. This not a warning shot. 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 I'm sending all the shots. Send them, spinning, headshot, end them, leave no witness.
Okay. So you got some street lane, trap. I would say that's not like that's. What do you say, like trap to where it's hip hopish or trap to where it's more like riding the.
It's because I think I'm stuck to being lyrical, but I know how to ride this little wave.
Yeah.
So I think I just ride the median. Being born in in the '80s, having that old school feel to me, but still being in that new school genre. I think I just got the best.
You're adapting both of them, I think. You understand?
Yeah.
To where you put in like the old school hip hop
Now to survive, man.
with the trap of today, though. Like he's riding the track. You understand?
Thank you for
I like that
recognizing
rhythm
that. Thank you for recognizing that. Thank you.
Is
It's
that
easy to sit up there and go, but that
but
actually
you
makes sense.
you slapping in between. So like when you slapping, you're going on the other one, and you're still riding the track to where it smooths out with the voice. I see it already. You understand? I work around good engineers every day.
lyric
And,
stuff
like,
that makes sense?
It's
Stuff that makes sense.
it's definitely good.
Not da 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 da.
Not making sense. He's talking about catching the vibe and the
No,
wave.
I'm saying
You
he's
understand?
also
Like-
making sense.
He's making sense,
Yeah.
but he's using old school lyrical skills.
I'm with that.
Yeah.
With a beat and popping and still riding it out and
'Cause
smoothing
you-
it towards
'cause
the
you gotta
end,
think about
pitching
it.
it
Let
the
me
right
try.
way.
Let me
Yes,
trip
I
y'all
like that
out
track.
for a second. Let me trip y'all out. Think about it. When it all boils down, right? Do you have people that saying, "Oh, it's mumble rap, it's mumble rap"? I agree, but you got to think about it, bro. Mumble
You're making
rap,
sense with the
that
mumble
shit
rap.
that they be making nowadays is very. I'm an artist. I know it's hard to do. The stuff that we did back in the days and the ones before me did back in the days, I'm on the block. Got my Glock nonstop. On the pop. To rap like that is very easy. To go on and be in the way these little kids is putting their flow is hard now, and I think that's the reason why they can't say too much besides the drugs. But if you think about it, bro, all of that stuff that they doing now, I was trying to tell my brother, he slid away because he's that official. You feel what I'm saying? He was with Boot Camp. Y'all probably heard of him. Shut down.
Boot Camp Clip.
He was with Boot Camp. You feel what I'm saying? He ran Queens. He ran with my cousins, Wise, Born, Supreme. That's all my family. 168th and Hillside. The ones that was not odd in with the Supreme team, but you know, the two top hit. That was my family, the Beverleys. You feel what I'm saying? And I was trying to tell him like, yo, don't slide. Wait, if you think about it, it's the same thing. If you go and take put a twister to that, don't he sound like he's doing the same thing? It's chopping up. What's the difference is the beat. All you have to do is adjust yourself to the beat. That's it.
Fact though.
That's all it is to adjust yourself to the beat. And that's the problem. A lot of what I realized is, even if you want to and you can and you are aware of this, that you all you have to do is adjust, some of them can't. Because of the reason why is what you said, the frequency, the beat and everything in this genre in itself, the way beats and stuff is made now, a lot of our voices just don't go with that. It is not melodic enough. It's too much bass that, first of all, that coattails with this track alone. You feel what I'm saying? That caused a lot of confusion with the bass in our voice. So with these beats that's being made in these certain frequencies where the hi-hats is hitting at a different higher frequency and all the melodic is different. Back in the days was it was crazy. We can do that. We could go in there and be like, yeah, I'm on the block, motherfucker. Now it's just so. But if you ask me, it's all the fucking same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing, man. It's the same flow.
We definitely gonna chop it up some more on that, man. But before we get out of here, man, just tell us and everybody else listening right now where they can find your music at. You know what I mean? Shout out all that social media and all that shit right there.
One and only Chinks Brinks, CHYNXX with 2 X's, BRYNXX. Chinks Brinks. That's it.
Bro, we gonna have you back on this show. You hear me?
That's a fact.
We gonna have you back on this show.
Not only,
I'm gonna set a date where I get all these artists that have something. I'm gonna get away to put multiple platforms on one stream. You understand? Like, we have to do this.
We want to have him back on Triple Threat, and we want to have him back on the political show.
Yeah, definitely. You understand? Because we definitely
so
could do
Triple Threat.
both.
We ain't gonna do the political. We're just gonna straight do the music. And then, the political, we going to, you know what I mean?
And I still pull up. You just send me a link to the, I'm pulling up, I'm subscribing. I'm telling my brother, with his ass, you most definitely need to come on over here and do some debating. And because your ass had me in the studio for 4 hours.
I appreciate that. Yeah, we definitely going to do that.
Yeah.
Don't forget, send the Addy for the shirt.
For that clothing,
Yeah, size and all that.
Yeah, and the size.
That's a must. That's imperative. Track guards, man. Track Confessions Part 3 dropping real soon, man. COVID-19.
Salute. Keep doing what you're doing.
The fans been hitting me up for that. They want that. They want that, man. So I might drop that COVID-19 earlier than Track Confessions Part 3. But it's a trilogy. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. It's coming real soon.
Yo, you got the email.
Hit me up.
Yeah, you got the email. So definitely send, you know what I mean, any new projects, any new work you got. So we're going to get out of here on this Warning Shots again, man. Shout out to you, my brother. Stay safe.
Appreciate
and we definitely going to link again, all right?
Definitely.
Likewise, bro. Appreciate y'all.
That's what's up, man. You know what it is, baby.
BGR. You already know. Hey,
Wow.
gang. This not a. Oh, yeah. This not a whole lot of gang shit. This not a. This not a shots. This not a warning shot. 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 I'm sending all the
Talk
shots.
that shit.
Send them, spinning.
We uncensored here.
Leave no witness. This not a warning shot. This not a warning shot. This not a warning shot. This not a warning shot.
Yeah.
I'm sending all the shots.
Live rotation.
Spinning.
Triple Vibes Radio.
Leave no.
Download the app.
I feel ecstatic, I'm popping
Bow.
off. Send me the Eddie, I drop a call. Niggas ain't gang, no, not at all. Hop out the foreign, 2 double R's. I feel attention, I hug the Glock. They wanna stay there and mug a lot. Fuck who you are, I run my block. Get to the brinks and I'm calling shots. I'm never lacking, 32 packing, right through the jacket. I let them have it, fuck with you jacket. I am a savage, blow out his brains and get to the menace. You know my body, I armored up. Hop out the brinks in an armored truck. How many niggas done war with us? How many niggas done lost to us? Check out the score, we on the board. Gang, 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 gang. This BGR, fuck who you are. Gang, 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 gang. I'm in the hood, you heard of the bill. When niggas get raw, when niggas get killed, I call up the bloody to finish the drill. I finish my ops and put them in pills. This not a warning shot. 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 I'm sending all the shots. Send them, spinning, headshot, end them. Leave no witness. This not a warning shot. 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 I'm sending all the shots. Send them, spinning, headshot, end them. Leave no witness. You know the vibes, I'm in the trap. Talking that way, I'm into that. You sending them shots, I send them back. You know the ops ain't spinning back. Fuck up a bag on the internet. All of my pieces, they hitting, yeah. I never lack when I'm in the jacks. I gotta keep me a heater, yeah. Head tap, gone up. Fuck your armor. Black bag, bomber. Your death, honor. You know I'm loaded, I heat 'em up. Put down the 30 and beat 'em up. Talking that gang, you need 'em up. Fuck what you claim, I eat 'em up. Talking to town, gunning them down, hottest around. Gang, gang, gang. Mention my name, what do they say? Don't fuck around. Gang, gang, gang. I get a rush when a gun busts. Drum spinning like a nunchuck. Automatic, let 'em have it. I got a feeling your luck's up. This not a warning shot. 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 I'm sending all the shots. Send them, spinning,